it's Karen, and today we're going to make a breakfast casserole. Now this is a family recipe, but we've never made it in the Instant Pot, and one of my goals is to only use the pot, not to brown my meat on the stove and then put it in the pot. So the first thing we've done is put it on saute mode, and I'm going to put my sausage in to brown while I start preparing the rest of the ingredients. So I have it on high, and that you would hit the saute mode and adjust to get it onto your high setting. Let's see if I can do this without touching it. All right, throw that away. All right, so I just used breakfast sausage from the tube, but you can also use other sausage and remove the casing. So I'm going to let that brown in here. While I show you what else we're doing. So I'm using 6 pieces of bread, and you have a couple of options for that. You want to use something kind of firm, so you could use sourdough or something like that, but I'm just using regular white bread, and I broiled it in the oven for a few minutes so that it would be brown, and then you're going to break it into small pieces. I've already done the other 5 pieces, so I'm just kind of tearing it into small pieces. I leave the crust on. Some people take it off. All right, so I have that. I also have 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. I did it with my KitchenAid mixer, so I've already shredded that for you. But you do 2 cups of your kind of cheese, whatever you'd like. I'm going to set that to the side. And then we are doing 6 eggs scrambled. And sounds like I need a stir sausage. If you need to add a little bit of oil before you do it, you can do that so that it won't burn to the bottom. I just plan to scrape the bottom of my pot a little bit when it's done. That way I get all of the brown pieces off. All right, I'm going to move these eggs out of the way. Okay, we're going to scramble. Okay, I've washed my hands, I've browned my sausage a little bit more, and now I'm going to add some additional ingredients. So this is a teaspoon of dried mustard, and I don't have but about a teaspoon left, so I'm going to empty it in there. And then a teaspoon of salt. And 2 cups of milk. I'm adding these to the eggs and going to mix it all together before I add it to the rest of my ingredients. Okay, my sausage is finished browning. If you have a lot of grease in your sausage, you're going to need to drain that before you add it. I do not, so what I'm going to do is take it and go ahead and add it to my ingredients. This is the bowl that has the bread and the cheese. Now the next thing you're going to need to do is, if you have a lot of burnt pieces to the bottom of your pot, you're going to need to scrape those off before you can continue. And I do have a little bit, so I'll be back in just a second so that we can continue to the next step. Okay, the reason we didn't want to leave those in there is because sometimes when you have pieces burned to the bottom of your pot, you can get a burn notice when you are cooking, so I needed to remove those. So the next thing is, in this bowl I have bread, cheese, and sausage, and I'm going to add my egg and milk mixture to it. And mix my ingredients together. to have a nice custard type texture. I'm going to use this stacked steamer to cook this, but if you have a large cake pan, you could also do that. To keep it from sticking, I forgot to get this out in advance, but I'm going to wipe the insides with olive oil. Actually, let me do a little bit more. You can use a spray if you'd like. I just prefer doing it this way. So I pour a little bit of olive oil in here and coat my inside of my pan. Use a paper towel. Right, now that both pans are coated, move this out of the way. I can begin adding my mixture to each of them. And make a little mess. So one way, as I'm doing this, that I adapt recipes to the Instant Pot, because like I said, this is a family recipe that has never been made in the Instant Pot, is by looking for other similar recipes that people have made in the Instant Pot. So I looked up other breakfast casseroles that had similar ingredients of a similar amount and looked at how much time they used. And for breakfast casseroles that contain bread and eggs and some type of meat, most of them went from 20 to 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 25. Because this is an experiment, after 25 minutes I will open it up. If it is not fully cooked, I will add about 5 minutes. So the way this stacked steamer works is you put them on top of each other, you close it up, and then you add your trivet. Put your steamer in. When it is finished, you can pull these handles up and lift it out by the handles. And my water is right here. I'm going to add 1 cup of water to the bottom of my pot. Seal it up. Set it for manual, high pressure. For 25 minutes. When it's finished, I will take it out and check it. And like I said, if it's not finished, we'll add it back in. So I'll be back with the results. Okay, we're ready to check and see if our food is finished. And I forgot to tell you before that we are going to let it do 5 minutes of natural release, and then we're going to quick release. So we're going to find out if we need to add any extra time in just a second. And I have some little miniature pot holders ready. Smells wonderful. All right, so I'm going to try to use them to lift up. Alright. Sometimes with the stacked steamer, the bottom takes a little bit longer than the top. So it's important to check both top and bottom. So both of these are finished, and in just a minute I will slice a piece and I will take a picture. And if you like these videos, please like my channel. Thank you.